Hey, my youth transplanted Texan one last time. I'm here with my friend Brice Acree. Brice is a junior at Dartmouth. He was the local intern director for the Edwards campaign, a volunteer position, as well as leader of students for Edwards here on campus. And he is, you may remember him from my post about the flat tire. And he is former communications director of the Dartmouth College Democrats.
Brice, thanks for being here. What does New Hampshire mean for John Edwards, and where does he go from here?
Well, obviously it's pretty disappointing. I think on the ground we'd accepted an Obama win, just about like everybody else. We were really hoping to come in second above Clinton. Didn't really work out, so it's going to be a pretty big struggle, I think, from here on out. The Battle of South Carolina is going to be very contested, but basically just between Clinton and Obama, it's going to be a struggle to make sure that it's not just a two-candidate race from this point.
What is his path to the nomination?
I'm not entirely sure that there's much of a viable path. I think that he's banking a lot on South Carolina. The problem, of course, is that 50% of the registered Democrats in South Carolina are African Americans, which is going to make it a pretty difficult contest for him, considering the two candidates coming out of New Hampshire. I think basically the only real chance is if Clinton and Obama in some way self-destruct. If one of them really takes a turn for the worse, he might have a chance to come back.
There's been a lot of talk in the netroots lately about Edwards potentially taking a position in an Obama administration, maybe even a Clinton administration. Vice President seems unlikely since he did that before, but what about Attorney General? Do you see him taking any sort of position or being offered any sort of a position?
I'm not entirely sure. I think that if he was offered the position, I would personally hope that he would take it. I would like to see that because I want to see him in an administration of some sort, in a position where he can influence American policy. I'm not entirely sure if he'd take it. I'd say probably not.
Do you think he'd be offered?
I think it's possible. I think much less likely under a Clinton administration than an Obama administration.
Obama won 58% of the Hanover vote. What was it like, and I know you spent the day in Claremont, what was it like being Edwards' guy in Obama territory?
Well, obviously it was challenging. We were running a campaign very hard here at Dartmouth, but it was really difficult to gain traction with a celebrity candidate like Obama. And I think that later on in the campaign we just realized that we weren't going to do it. So we dedicated our efforts more to fighting in the Upper Valley, specifically in Sullivan County and Claremont. Not that it necessarily turned out all that well for us there either, but it was difficult. It was a challenge, but we were received, I think, even better.
Okay, thanks for being here, Brice, and I'll see you tomorrow.